Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbete TV Radio.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timokolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Elegbete TV and Radio.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafe Matthias. You're going to love to come with Elegbete One Sports. Lovely day to be alive, like I always say. Count your gains and ignore those losses. Sometimes there are nothing you can do about it. It's just life, okay? You would win some and lose some, but just make sure that your winnings are more than your losses. That's how life is. You can't get everybody to like or love you, but be grateful for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever numbers you have on your side that love you. It's very, very important to know that. Some people spend their entire life worrying about people who hate them, people who don't like them, their enemies, and they forget to be grateful. The heaven that we all talk about is this earth, is this life that we live. This is the memory that you would have. I've always said to people that, why are you worried about so much of the heaven you're going to go that you're not sure of? And you're not bothered about how you have used this time that you have on earth. I mean, it's always like, it's so much foolishness in that thinking. So the life that you're supposed to enjoy here, the joy, the fun you're supposed to have, you're just suffering. Well, how did we get here? It's just off the back of one message that I got like 7 minutes ago before the show started. Somebody's telling me he's tired, he's frustrated, everybody's against him. And I like, no, nobody's against you. Life is just happening. The economy is hard. In the 30s, America had what they call the Great Depression. Everybody, white, black, blue, green, whatever color you have, they were using plates to go beg for food, like Oliver Twist. That same country is the country that of everybody's dream today. So sometimes it just happens. There's nothing you can do. It's just life. You know what? I tell my friends, my close-knit friends, I say, live for the moment. Anybody who live for the moment always enjoy life. If you think too much about everything, there's always going to be a problem. Live for the moment. Don't worry, be happy. Everything is going to be all right. Well, let's talk about sports, football especially. Napoli want 39 million pounds. That's about $45 million plus Lukaku and one other player. And then they will let Osimhen go to Chelsea. If any other club wants him, they should compete minimum 90 million pounds and probably one player, then they'll get him. If not, trigger the payout, the buyout clause of 130 million, and then you will get him. But there is a but in the conversation. Osimhen and his camp have said, Shigbai, I'm not reducing from my salary. As a matter of fact, he owe me, I'm the African Footballer of the Year. I'm top goal scorer of the Serie A 2 seasons ago. I won the league, single-handedly won the league. I don't care whether Messi is talking, whether anybody is talking. I don't care. That money, I am not reducing. As a matter of fact, I plan to negotiate a higher pay. If you're not going to pay me 11 million euro per annum, forget about it. That's about 900,000, you understand, per month. But at that 11 million euro, I'm not even shaking, no shakement. I want more. I want some extra bonus added to it. So all those of you trying to advise Osimhen, hey, take a pay cut and move. Keep your advice. Like the man will always say, nobody, I'm a grown-ass man. No goddamn person should come and advise me and tell me what to do. I know what to do with my life. So let the man live his life and do whatever he wants to do. Well, while you're here, as we're starting, so that we'll start very click on the like button. They're not gonna beat you. The word not gonna end. Don't come and see. Why is Victor calling me now? don't come and make things hard. I know I didn't take a bet, so I'd already lose my bet, but there is nothing wrong if you click on the like button. They will not beat you, police will not arrest you. It just helped the show to grow. And please share this show with your friends. Let me tell this man because I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, share it with your friends, invite them to come and join us. Let's have a conversation, and whatever conversation you want to have, whatever question, football related, life related, anything that you think I can ask, but don't ask me for marriage advice. I do not give marriage advice. I don't believe in marriage counseling. I don't give that. I also do not give parental advice. It's not my place to give anybody parental advice. If you want to raise your children, raise your children. If you don't want to raise them, in the future we'll go beat them for streets. We'll go put rubber for the tire for their neck and burn them. There's no problem. That will not concern me. I'm not here to give you marital advice. I'm not here to tell you how to raise children. But any other conversation, I can get involved as well as best as I can. And the one who not sabi, it is also okay to say I don't know. I will tell you, say I don't know. Well, having said that, Mario Nathaniel, thank you very much, Brendo. How you doing? Let's take the show from where we are now, to the place that we will take it up there. Napoli wants Manchester United, McTominay, according to Thursday Gossip, and many other conversations that are going on in the beautiful world of sports. But let's start with a few headlines. Don't forget that we have the Timothy side of sports as well. Chelsea is close to signing Victor Osimhen from Napoli in swap deal with former Blues boss Antonio Conte, wanting 2 players plus £39 million for the striker. So Chelsea have a crusade of players, a congregation of players. They don't have a football squad anymore. They have a congregation of players. So Chelsea will be very happy to do in statistics. If you did MBA, if you did your masters, you would know this very well. In statistics, in MBA classes, there's something called substitution by elimination. Even people go say, "Oh, Fuji, they are about 1 to mark 2," or normally in English you say 2 to beat 1, but there's a way you would do it. You can use 1 to stop 2, right? So that's exactly where Antonio Conte is doing here. Ofu, that's what's it called? I forgot it. Victor Osimhen is the one, and then there are 2 players, Lukaku and one other, and then there's still going to be money. So if you add the money to it, it could be 3, okay? Because this 39 million is the exact price for Conor Gallagher. So you must say that Osimhen is carrying the weight of 3 players for them. So it's a good one if it goes through. I'm thinking that might go through eventually. They find a way, because Paris Saint-Germain are not interested in paying more. I'm also not interested in giving any of their players as a wrapping gift for him. But whatever it takes, let it go. After all, they transferred what's his name now? Samuel Eto'o plus money for Zlatan Ibrahimovic that year. So we will see. What about news in Spain? As Spain and Barcelona superstar Lamine Yamal, his dad was stabbed at the car park. He's 35 years of age, and the history going back a long way with the 3 attackers who stabbed him in the car park, as new information emerges. So it's not like they are strangers. They are people that he knows. Yes, Osarimori Joseph. I know this generation don't know that name, but Osarimori Joseph used to be one activist musician from Edo State, the great Benin Kingdom. That's exactly what happened there in that knife stabbing. Why these things just come to my head is one of those things that I don't know. So they say born in the USA, yeah, but this one was born in Argentina, and he has agreed to become the new head coach of the United States of America after being linked to the vacant position vacated by Gareth South or Northgate. Well, Mauricio Pochettino has reportedly agreed to become the new head coach of the United States men's national football team. He's been dreaming to coach a national team for a while. I'm not sure if the USA is part of that dream, but they say a bird at hand is worth more than a million in the bush. Sometimes some people will say, no, be patient, wait, you will get the right one. Kylian Mbappe had a dream debut as the ball was laid on the plate, but he still had to do the job because so many people had it laid on the plate, from Yakubu to many other players. Nicholas Jackson of Chelsea, they still miss it and waste it. But he saw the chance, he sniffed the goal, and he slotted it in and celebrated, hands spread wide, saying, I have arrived at my dream. And the trophies, European trophies that have not been winning since, it's about time to start winning them. If Julian Alvarez can win everything, why not me? Come on, why not me? Why me, Lord? Why me? Why me, Lord? Why me? Yeah, that's Shaggy's song. Today music will plenty for this show. That is unfinished. All right. So Kylian Mbappe was given a good pass by Jude Bellingham, and that assist was slick beats, but Kylian Mbappe is Kylian Mbappe. He knows his way around the goal. He doesn't need anybody to coach him or teach him. Carlo Ancelotti seems to have the luck of coaching certain kind of players that he doesn't need to work on. Just put them on the field. They know what to do. Nobody needs to shout or tell them what to do. They just know what to do. That's good. West Ham and Newcastle are under all Premier League ties in the Carabao Cup second round draw as Wayne Rooney faces trip to Watford after winning first game as Plymouth Boss. Where is Timothy Dembo? I hope you're seeing that now. So take it easy. Don't call him a fraud anymore. Just give him some time. Well, the man everybody thought would be either an Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, or Liverpool by now, still haven't found a club, but it seems like God is going to make a way where there seems to be no way. He said, I will go before you and make the world the crooked way straight. Will cause water to flow in your desert. My boy. And I'll make a way for you. The crooked ways will be straight. Ivan Toney is not getting attention from Saudi Arabia. I can go there and gamble and do anything, no problem. But then it seems like that's a possibility that is going to happen. So let's see how the matter waka. At the end of the day, we will know. Rio Ferdinand hates Jude Bellingham as class apart after his magnificent performance in Real Madrid UEFA Super Cup win over Atalanta. This is how they do it, yeah. After the Euro flopping, now they need to use the media and all the superstars of England to magnify their own, because it's a competition between Mbappe and Jude Bellingham and then Vinicius Jr. So South Americans, support your Vinicius. England people, support your Jude Bellingham. The rest of the world, support your Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, African sentiment will also go for Kylian Mbappe. Eventually, become the poster boy. Yes, one of his close confidants, Pep Guardiola, is making success out of people just by being Pep Guardiola. Guglielmo Balaghi was a normal regular journalist until he wrote a book about Pep Guardiola, and he became a big success. Okay, and so many other people, your upcoming coaches, have become super coaches just because they worked with Pep Guardiola, Arteta, Eric Ten Hag, just to name a few. Maresca, there are plenty. All of them are baby Pep who have gone on to become superstar. Yes. In the first of our exclusive extract from a new book on Pep Guardiola's Etihad reign, are now confident to the world's best coach. Explain how season one took a toll on the Catalan and lift the lead on his sterling role and the team talk that led to glory. Now Guardiola, who is right in this picture, is widely regarded as one of the best coaches in world football. Why did I say that? Okay, Guglielmo Balaghi wrote the first book on Pep. Now, Matti Paranao have now written another one. And, Guglielmo Balaghi made about 40 million euros. It's not a footballer, it's a journalist. Name any job anybody would do and make 40 million euros from writing a book, if not because of the success of Pep. Well, like I was saying to somebody, in Nigeria, sportsmen and women are so evil, they don't even want you to make a dime off their name or their back. You can bring a deal to, especially sportsmen and women in Nigeria, you can bring a deal to them and tell them, oh, I spoke to the corporate comms manager of this brand or that brand, and they want you to be their brand ambassador. For as long as you will make a dime out of that deal, they will find a way to scuttle it, and then a year later you will see them sitting with those company and doing business without you in it. Yes, a lot of them do it, even though some are good. People like Tawa Woni are very good. People like Ojo Igalo are very good. Let's also talk about the good ones. But majority of them, especially those ones who get coconuted, they are evil. And we will keep saying it. It's about time. Like I said to a few journalists in a forum, I said, listen, the problem with Nigerian footballers is that journalists cover them up too much. If we start writing stories or telling stories the way the English media tell story, they will sit up. Okay? When they go Ashawo Hotel, write them. Snap the picture, put them out there. When they do their sex orgy and there's a sex tape, put it, run it. If Chris not a shame, make your family too no shame. My mother go say to Chris, not be hard, not to trek, not hard. Arsenal ramp up interest on Real Sociedad's Mikel Merino with Gunners' hopes boosted by Liverpool's failure to capture teammate Martin Zubimendi. I don't know if that is their hope because there is also the difference in the pricing. But Chelsea are now in a desperate search for clubs that would do anything they can to take their players. They want to sell all the players that they have as much as they can, let them go, but then they are also causing problem for a few of them. Imane Khalil speaks for the first time since naming J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk in lawsuit as gender role boxer who won Olympic gold in Paris admits she was hurt by abuse. So she's going to court to go and get everybody who called her a man to come and explain, prove to the world how man she is, how much of a man she really is. Let's see. So this is going to be a long drawn lawsuit. You want to sue Elon Musk? Okay, we go far. Elon Musk, these are the kind of thing where they like. Elon Musk be like somebody will be saying no play when it's small, so he like all this kind of play. So let's see how far it goes. Well, if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that whatever content we put out, you will be notified. And I think we're doing our best to give you all of the best content, from interviews to live stream and whatever, to make you get connected with your stars and the news and the update. And also, we've created this new content called Views from the Stand. Views from the Stand is just a show where fans of the game come talk about their club, leagues, and everything. And then in between, we bring in some experts. I'm already talking to Martin Tyler. I don't know which of the episode he will be part of, but I hope he will be one of them. And also celebrities will be part of it. Bobby saw it and say like what we did on the first episode. So maybe when he's free, it would be part of it. To me, Dakolo Alibaba, I've also, signified interest. It means that we're doing something right. Okay, so to Bobby, to Daniele, and Abib from Indiana in the US, even though making sacrifice to be on the show at the time that is not convenient. Thank you very much, because the first episode I've garnered that much interest. Let's make Friday a very sweet one. Would have another guest coming in on Friday, and I'm sure Marilio will be available as well. So we'll have the fans, we'll also have the expert, and everyone will get going. Martin Tyler said his first game for the Premier League is on Monday Night Football. So for the whole weekend, he will be busy. Friday, he will be observing games, and then he will be taking notes. And then, so it's not available for this weekend. It's not available for Monday since he's working on Monday. But somewhere down the road, we would have him on the show. Definitely, I promise you that. Well, let's keep it going. And then there are a few other Nigerian players who've indicated interest to want to be part of it. Kenneth Omiro is one of them, and quite a few others anyway. But if you have interest in being on the show, it's a very simple thing. Signify, send me a message on my DM on Instagram or Twitter. If you have my WhatsApp number, send me a message. Conditions to be on the show: your phone camera must be very sharp, and you must be in a place where there is no noise, and where you want to record from, where you want to join us from, the lighting must be very good. Other than that, nothing much. And then you must have a good football knowledge, not just to come in and banter. As much as we would allow banter somewhere down the line, we want to be seen as the place. Like I always tell people, if you want a place to go to get banter, you know where to go. If you want a place where they get quality analysis, let it be on this platform. So let's take it one step at a time and look at the transfer stories that are running around here. Napoli have opened talks with Manchester United over the potential signing of Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay, 27, and would prefer a loan deal instead of an outright signing, because their financial situation does not allow for those kind of signing. They don't know if the Conte risk will work or if it will not work, but they want to get back to Champions League, at least for a start. Champions League offers you a guaranteed 40 million if you make it to the Champions League, and then you progress like that, you make more money. So they don't just want to sign players, and then what if they don't qualify? Because there are three landlords in that position already: Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. Then there is one more slot remaining, and that one slot is fought for by a lot: Roma, Lazio, Atalanta, Napoli, and you can name all this. So it's not a risk that is fully guaranteed, but then it's a risk that is worth taking. Manchester United are expecting from our bids for 32-year-old Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen, who has 1 year left on his contract. Okay, according to Sky Sports, Napoli are also close to signing 23-year-old Scotland midfielder Bellingham from Brighton. Players from England are really moving all over the place. Napoli are also close to, sorry, I think I'm taking that one. Chelsea are back in talks with Napoli over a move for 25-year-old Nigerian striker Victor Coconut Head Osimhen. Napoli boss Antonio Conte, who used to manage Chelsea, wants Belgian forward Romelu Lukaku, 31, and 21-year-old Italian midfielder Cesare Casadei, okay, as part of the Victor Osimhen transfer deal, plus another 39 million pounds. I think that's a good one. If they can strike that deal, it's good for everybody. Osimhen goes to a club that can pay his salary. They give him a 10 years contract. He knows that he's going to be there. Chelsea is his boyhood club. He's loved Chelsea all his life. His relationship with Mikel Obi and Didier Drogba would be strengthened more. He will appear more on the Obi-Wan podcast that is shot in London. So many things will just work for his favor. I'm sure at that point everybody will be happy. But I can guarantee Victor Osimhen one thing: if he plays the way he plays for Napoli and score goals, he will be loved by all, not just in England but all over the world. That's how big Chelsea is as a brand. And at a time like this, where they are in need of a redeemer and a savior, he will be loved by all. But guess what? If he put up those antics and he's not scoring the goals, he go probably 4 or 5 games, he's not scoring the goals, and he's doing all those his hand gesticulation. Oh my God, he will know. He's complaining about Nigerian media. He will know what media really is. In Italy, the media does not get to you. It's the fans that gets to you. In England, the fans do not get to you. It's the media that gets to you. It would understand what it means for media to prognose in your business. They would tell when he goes to the restaurant to buy food. They would tell when he goes to catch up a babe. They would tell what type of car he's driving, what type of shirt he's wearing, the cost of the clothes is. Oh God, the English media, they have PhD in witchcraftism. And they will show it to Osimhen. So he had better choose wisely what he will do when he gets there. All right. Paris Saint-Germain are cooling their interest in 24-year-old England and Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho, and are also considering pulling out of the race to sign Victor Osimhen. West Ham have set their sight on a deal for Roma's Tamarabiemi Abraham with the Serie A club, willing to sell the 26-year-old England striker for 25 million. I think, in my opinion, that is a very good deal for West Ham, and I think that I want to agree with Bobby. It was Bobby who said it on the Views from the Stand on Monday, that West Ham would be the team to watch out for. They are the possible upset maker in this new season. Arsenal are prepared to be patient in their pursuit for Mikel Merino after the Gunners' initial offer for the 28-year-old Spain midfielder was rejected by Real Sociedad. The problem with this player is that he's 28. So even though he's got 1 year remaining on his contract, it's not one of those that you say, okay, let me wait. By January, he will sign a pre-contract with us. He's getting old. Again, Arsenal really needs him now. This is a save me or I die situation. So, but when they say they are willing to be patient, the days remaining is 30th. Today is 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So they've still got about exactly 15 days, 2 weeks to the end of the transfer window. But that's not the most important thing. You have to start the season pretty well and get going as fast as possible. So Arsenal needs to understand that their season may be starting now, and they need to get it right from the get-go. There are teams that can afford to start late and nothing will happen. On the 17th, which is exactly 2 days from today, Arsenal will play against Wolves by 3 p.m. Okay, and then after that, they go on to play against the team that wrecked their season last season, Aston Villa. Aston Villa took 4 points off Arsenal. And those 4 points, all they needed, if they had won that one game that they lost 2-0, the story would have been different. But then it is what it is. Let's not cry about spilled milk. And then after that, you play against Brighton, and then you play against Tottenham Hotspur, and then you play against Man City, and then Leicester City, and then Southampton, and then Bournemouth. So Arsenal, you need to sign in all the players that you can sign in. I'm already thinking that the Mikel Merino deal is already late. But then if you go by their preseason performance, then you could say that they will beat Wolves easily. They could, they find it difficult with Aston Villa, but I think that they can beat Aston Villa this time around. They can also beat Brighton. So first 3 games, 9-point guarantee. Tottenham Hotspur at the 3-point lane, White Hart Lane. They also might be able to win there, but Tottenham Hotspur does look good coming off the preseason. They're scoring a lot, but they're also conceding a lot. So that's a game where both teams will score. I'm plenty of goals will be there over 2.5. I'm not predicting, I'm just saying the possibility Arsenal could go there and marginally win it. But then it's the going to the Etihad Stadium on the 22nd of September that matters a lot. By that time, the transfer window would have closed already. Sure, when they are playing Brighton, it would have closed. So they have only 2 games to play within the windows that is open. After that, the next game will be the day after the transfer window closes, and then 15th of September they play against Tottenham Hotspur, and then they play against Man City, and then go to Leicester City. So let's say first 6 games, there are 2 possible games that they might not win: Tottenham Hotspur and Man City. Then there are, kind of like 4 possible games that they can win: Wolves, Aston Villa, Brighton, and Leicester. This is on paper. Football, unfortunately, is not played on paper. It's played on grass. Then if you take it to their first 10 games, there are 3 possible games that Arsenal might not win: Spurs, City, and Liverpool. Liverpool beat them in preseason. And then there's also Newcastle, but I think Arsenal will beat Newcastle at Turnside. So of the 10 games starting off, let's take away 3. Arsenal might get 27 points from the first 10 games of the season. Does look like not a bad one. Then they'll play against Chelsea in their 11th game, and then in between there are other competitions that might come up, the Champions League and all that. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. Well, it's not over. We're still talking transfer story. Ipswich Town are poised to sign Sweden midfielder Jens Kajuste on a season-long loan from Napoli after Brentford pulled out of the deal for the 25-year-old player. Let's see. That's according to Gianluca Di Marzio from Italy. Okay, Tottenham Hotspur are also poised to sell more players before the transfer window shuts, as head coach Ange Postecoglou whittles down his squad to those who fit his style of play. Saudi Pro League side Al Qadash, Akadesia, whatever the name is, have offered 28-year-old England striker Ivan Toney an annual salary of £15.5 million. Oh my God. That's about £300,000 a week. Okay, and a 3-year deal in an attempt to entice him to leave Brentford. Well, gambler, you can gamble on this one. You can bet on this one. It's a guarantee bet. That is over £45 million in 3 years. No tax, nothing, tax-free. Oh my God. No wonder England are making money, because this money comes back to England through God. Nigerian players should be earning this type of money, but then they will end up buying properties in the UK and abroad and not come to invest here. So we still do not benefit from it. So that prayer says, God, return that prayer. Don't, it's back to sender. No, I said that prayer. No need. I'm not praying for any Nigerian footballer. I like no guesses, no guesses. Get out of here. Okay, let's come back to Wolves are considering 27-year-old Brentford and Congo forward Yohani Wissa as a potential attacking reinforcement. I was on the same flight with this guy some time ago. Aston Villa are working. We're sitting just 2 seats from each other. Aston Villa are working on a deal to sign 19-year-old Colombia defender Yema Mascara from Osomalso SC in his country's top flight division. Serie A Bologna are interested in a loan move for Chelsea's English defender Trevor Chalobah, who is 25 years of age, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, one of the most authoritative Italian sports athletes. Former Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino, 52 years of age, former Paris Saint-Germain, Espanyol, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, everywhere, manager is becoming the next manager of the United States of America's men's national team. You will understand different type of football. You never see anything. Players, we don't get manners. We don't get professional ethics. Now you want to go coach, so you shall see. Okay? You thought Chelsea was hard. This is harder. Well, let's go to Timothy Deimbo side of the news. The news segment put together by Timothy Deimbo. Yes, off the back of our a snippet from the interview with Etimesin. Put this together. Super Eagles legend. Okay, African football legend. Popularly known as African Maradona. Super Eagles legend Etimesin has advised Victor Osimhen the current African Footballer of the Year, to embrace discipline amid his ongoing transfer saga with Napoli. Essien urged Osimhen to stay focused and maintain his composure to avoid letting the situation negatively affect his career. Speaking exclusively to Elegbete TV Sports, I feel good when I see that. Okay, Essien drew on his own experience to highlight the importance of discipline in a successful football career. Let's hear from Etim Essien. Okay, Etim Young, Etim Essien. I could play, Sha.
I think Osimhen should sit down and even come and ask somebody like me who have been through it, what indiscipline has cost me in football. Thank God it never cost my life. So you have to be disciplined and humble, my brother. What God has given him is like akara money. Other people are making Ronaldo now. I'm 200 million a year, man. What are you making that year? You know, go rest, go to your slum where you grew up, build an academy. That's what the team should advise you doing. Not coming here showing up with music stars. Are you a musician? It happens to me. I used to do that, so I can understand him very well. But that's not going to lead you to being focused in your trade. That is football. That one will derail you from your focus. You know, build an academy, groom another stars, leave something for them. If they can't go to school, they can. If they can't play football, fall them back on score. Give them opportunity. How much will cost you? 2 million euro can sort that out. But would your management accept you to do that? That's the problem. So I think that by the time he tidy up his life, I wish him all the well. And I wish him well. But what I'm just trying to emphasize on this interview, that indiscipline can cost you a lot. Can cost you what you don't expect. Because of this small matter, I just wish him well. I wish a deal should be closed. By now, this deal should have been closed now. Since the deadline don't almost appear now. Have you never appear? So who is it Chelsea buying you? Is it Paris Saint-Germain? I don't even want to follow the story again. Or you want to sit back down in Napoli where the new coach said you are not in his plan. So it's a very twisted situation he's putting himself.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
We continue to lead. We'll try our best to lead and work very, very hard with the support of the community. If you keep helping us to get more subscribers and grow, we will lead. We'll do bigger interviews at this. I can guarantee you that I will create more content than this, but this give me like a snack of joy. Let's go to the French talisman, former Cameroonian. Let's put it this way now. His father is Cameroonian anyway. Cameroonian French talisman. Okay, that's the best way to put it. Real Madrid's 2-0 win over Atalanta in Wednesday's UEFA Super Cup, marking Mbappe's first European trophy. After scoring the second goal, Mbappe expressed his pleasure in playing alongside his new teammate, praising their quality and teamwork. Speaking to CBS Sports Golazo, he highlighted how enjoyable it is to play with such talented players. Hey, Mbappe just rub him in on Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain were like, so we were what now? We were rubbish. What do you mean? We be crayfish, happy. Oh, Mbappe, rub it in. Come on, rub it in.
Yeah, it's easy to play with them because they are great players, and all the players in the team are great. That's why this is Real Madrid, and that's why this is the best club in the world, because we have the best player here, and it's a pleasure to play with Rodrigo, with Vinicius, also with Bellingham, and with all the guys there.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV Radio. It's fun.
Amazing.
Hey, I would say, are you not entertained? But how did Mbappe get American accent? Well, the brother lives in France. Where did he get this American accent from? Well, Westy Baba has never been to the UK before, but he's got very fantastic, wonderful British accent. So, you know Westy Baba, the comedian, the British Agbero comedian, fantastic guy. Well, I'm just giving you, so it's possible, maybe he learned it from watching a lot of American movies. But I think I'll talk to Omar, say, Omar, next time you interview him, ask him, where did he get his British accent from? Where did he get it from? I want to know. I'm interested in knowing, right? Let's move on. Now, he talked about Jude Bellingham, so let's go to Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham has described Kylian Mbappe as an amazing player to play alongside. Bellingham, who was named player of the match in Real Madrid's UEFA Super Cup victory over Atalanta, and his fourth trophy with the club since joining last year. Speaking at the post-match press conference, Bellingham praised Mbappe's exceptional skills and expressed his anticipation that Mbappe will continue to bring more success to the team. Oh, this thing is scripted. This is scripted. It's scripted. They're pushing the agenda now. Mbappe, you are in the place of your dream. Paris Saint-Germain, go and learn. Go and learn. It's not just to pay salary. You have to play the politics as well. And you have to play the media as well. Jude Bellingham, okay.
Amazing, I thought he was amazing before, and now I've got the chance to play with him. You see the details a little bit closer, the speed, the quality, the work without the ball, the way he is as a leader, he communicates, and I can't speak highly enough of him. Really, it's a big step for him. Obviously, people have been talking about him coming here for a long time, and it feels like he's been here for a while. He's settled right in. It's a great team in terms of that. It's a great dressing room for welcoming players, and yeah, we'll do the same with him, and I'm sure he'll give us more rewards like he did tonight.
So make me tell you about the Legbete TV, radio, entertainment, news and sports. Make me tell you about the Legbete TV, radio. Yes, I'm calling me Dieko Obi, and you're listening to a Legbete TV radio. Don't touch that dial. You touch it, I'd naked bath.
I don't know whether they wear clothes baffle, but let's just leave it like that. Okay, let's come back to the conversation and push it one step at a time. We can't talk to Mbappe, talk to Jude Bellingham, and not get the Don in the conversation. This is the Don of coaches. This is the master grafter himself. This is the coach of all coaches. This is the doyen of coaching industry. I'm talking about no other than Don Carlo Ancelotti, or probably let's say Carlo Don Ancelotti. Add the Don to his name now. After last night UEFA Super Cup victory, Real Madrid head coach Carlo Ancelotti praised his team's quality, noting how advantageous it is for their success. In an interview with TNT Sports, Becky Ives, Ancelotti expressed his pleasure at securing another European trophy and highlighted the team's exceptional quality as a key factor in their performance. All those in favor of putting Timothy Dembo's account here on the last Friday of this month, please drop your comment, because I think it's added value to this show way more than anybody would have anticipated. This is a whole lot of work. I used to do this thing in my early days, so I know how hard this is. It could give you a sleepless night. Don Carlo, let's hear from you.
I think Mbappe did really well. It was the first game. He adapted really well to the team. He combined well with Vinicius, with Bellingham. Of course, we have a lot of quality, but we have to be able to play together. We did tonight, and this is good for us.
My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Never get to the point where you agree to talk yourself down just to prove that you are humble. It is not humility to sell yourself cheap. It is not humility to say you are rubbish for people to like it. It's not humility for you to downplay yourself to be accepted. If people are not going to accept you for being quality, they will still not accept you for being quantity. That's just the basic truth. A nice one from Carlo Ancelotti there. But let's go to England and see how the agenda is working. Manchester United and Premier League legend Rio Ferdinand has praised Ineos dealings at the club, expressing satisfaction with their transfer and optimism for the team's improvement this season. In a video on Rio's React, he highlighted that Ineos moves have been well considered and is pleased with the team's current direction. I'm going to ask you guys a question. I know that Bobby believes that this team is going to do well, but what do you think? Is Ineos, Man United, are they on the right path? Is everything going well? The signings, have they signed the right players, or they're just creating a reunion for Eric Ten Hag? Well, let's hear from Real Ferdinand.
Ineos have done so far. I do think that the fan base have to really look at things a bit differently with this at the moment. I think since Ferguson and that era, every signing we've made has been about, can we win the league with that player? Can we win the league? I think it's got to change. We're that far behind that these signings that we're making now under the new ownership is about getting us to the next stage before you go and try and compete to win. Getting yourself back into Champions League football, finishing fourth, maybe third. So the players, you've got to kind of dilute your expectations, I think, when you're thinking about a De Ligt coming in. And so on. So it is hard to do that because all we've ever thought about with Man United signings is, he can help us win. Zlatan's going to help us win the league. Pogba's going to help us win the league. Well, you need more than that. And I think this is a more kind of, not a conservative approach, but it's a more thought out approach that is stages. And as fans, I think we have to look at it and go, okay, see it through that prism and it's all right. And I think I'm happy with where we're going at the moment. And fingers crossed we improve the team this year.
Elecbetter TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
But that's exactly the truth about this channel. If you're looking for where people just look for numbers, where somewhere is here, we want to connect with you. We want you to be part of what we do. We want this community to be clean and nice. And we've been told by YouTube that we have one of the cleanest community. People don't insult each other in the comment section. People don't fight. People don't call each other's name. Thank you very much to you, because you are the reason why we get that commendation. Not anything special that we did here, but thank you very much. If you're watching live, please click on the like buttons. It wouldn't take anything away from you. Just add up the numbers. Let's see if we can get to that 50. Even if there's no bet on it today, but just let's see if we can get to that 50 and abuse the mind of the people who say we can't get 50 okay, let's push it further. Let's go to the man who yesterday, I've forgotten the person now, but somebody said that Steph Curry deserves to be the MVP or the basketball MVP of the Olympic tournament for men. And somebody's agreeing. Who's this person? Is a person who should know. He's been talking basketball. He's live. He's a media guru. He's the highest paid sports journalist anywhere on the planet Earth. Yes, this man earned $13.5 million every year for talking sports like me and you do. Okay. In all of my glory days on radio, I never earned up to $2 million in a year. Okay. So this is big deal. This is big boy stuff. Renowned American sports journalist Stephen A. Smith said that Steph Curry deserved the MVP award more than LeBron James on the Stephen A. Smith show. He discussed how Curry's key performance in crucial moment against Serbia and France were pivotal. Smith believed these standard plays should have earned Curry the MVP title, highlighting his significant impact during those critical games. Do you agree? I kind of I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence on this one, but let's hear from Stephen A. Smith.
Spectacular. Steph Curry was spectacular. And you saw LeBron, and you saw KD, and you saw everybody deferring to Steph Curry, because when you get hot like that, you know who to get the damn ball to. So that's what it is. I thought Steph Curry deserved the MVP because of that. Not because LeBron wasn't great, because he was. But when you steal pivotal moments like that to secure gold in two thrillers, Serbia and then France, you deserve the MVP. I thought Steph should have got it. But I ain't knocking LeBron one bit. I just thought Steph should have got it. Oh.
And that's all, folks. It's Elecbetter TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elecbetter TV Radio.
Please don't give up on us. Follow us across our social media. We would definitely make you proud. And please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, don't want to subscribe. Now let's come to you guys. All of the comments that you guys have dropped, all of the things that you guys have had to say. we also believe that you are as important as every other person. So for those who are new to the channel, every last Friday of the month, we pick somebody randomly, and it's a suggestion that came from one of you guys. Somebody randomly put their bank details here, and you guys contribute to the person. Okay, we've done for Tosili Made, we've done for Namso Ibaga, we've done for Demola Abiodun Ibrahim. This Friday, the last Friday of this month is about 2 weeks away, or less than 2 weeks away. It will happen as well. So let's see how it goes from your side of the conversation. What have you guys been saying? Ibrahim Abiola say good morning, boss. Good morning to you, and good morning to everyone. Seems like the Don himself, Carlo Ancelotti, has found a right balancing to accommodate Mbappe in the team without dropping any of the big names signing. I think he found that in the second half of that game. In the first half, it was a little bit difficult, but then he switched it. Mbappe, go to your side where you normally flourish, like Thierry Henry, Vinicius Jr. You've also tried in that middle before. Come, give it a try. It might just be the game changer for you, and it did work. So let's see how it goes over the long haul. This is another creation of the Benzema Cristiano Ronaldo situation, where Benzema have to sacrifice his goal scoring for Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe that's exactly what would happen with Kylian Mbappe. Who cares if Real Madrid is winning the Champions League, winning the league title, winning the Copa del Rey, and their player is winning the Ballon d'Or? Nobody would grumble. Do it for the team. Well, Ibrahim Abela said this seems like a tip of what to expect in the upcoming season. I think so too. Olatunji Emmanuel, they say, I still feel Madrid misses a Toni Kroos kind of player in that team. Tell me who wouldn't miss a Toni Kroos. Let's be very honest. Let's be practical. If you have a Toni Kroos in your team and he's not playing, who wouldn't miss him? But then Toni Kroos is not a piece of cherry that you go to the tree and pluck. It's not one grape that you go to the vine and pluck. It's a once in a lifetime kind of player. It's a once in many generation type of player. Just know that. And if you know that, you will know peace. Okay, let's go over it again. Olatunji Emmanuel say, I still feel Madrid misses a Toni Kroos kind of player in that team. I may be wrong, but I need your opinion on this. Aside the aging Modric, no other player seems to retain the ball and dictate play. You see, you are completely correct, but the thing with Madrid is 75% of the game that Madrid will play, they will dominate possession. I think that Madrid, when I look at the team, I think it is broken. It's not flat. It's not balanced. It is like this. So defensively, they are like 40 to 55% solid. Offensively, they are like 70 to 80% solid. But in that middle where you need somebody that will calm the play when you need calming, that would run the rules around the other players, I don't think they are solid there. They have players as they have Valverde, they have Tchouameni, they have Falan, they have all these guys who can play. But in real sense of the Madrid standard of quality and type of player that they are supposed to have, I don't think they have it. But that's what we call supplementary advantage. What do I mean by that in football? It's like when you have an Mbappe, you know that, okay, we would not keep the ball too long in the middle. I think that where Madrid is going to have problem is that Jude Bellingham goes forward too much. And now he's supposed to stay in the middle, deep in the middle, and orchestrate play. He's supposed to receive from the other guys, incubate the ball, and determine whether to go to Rodrigo or Hendrick if Hendrick comes in, or to Mbappe or to Vinicius Jr. But most times, it's like a boat without anchor. He moves too much with the attacking tide. Some teams will use it against them, and that might happen in the Champions League. But most of the time, Madrid is Madrid. They will dominate possession more. They will score goals more. Before you as an opponent will settle in to like orchestrate your play, they would have scored 2 or 3. And then, so even if the play is not attractive to the eye, the number of goals that they score will change the tide. So that would work in the advantage. But what you've just said, Olatunji, is as true as daylight, as the color of my tie being red. Okay, so let's see how they go anyway. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Ohiakire says, Oga Edafi, I hail you too. But let's not make the comment section about hailing. Let's make it about talking sports. If you want to hail me on my DMs and the rest. We can. But you see this comment section, let's make contributions. It makes it work. It makes it interesting, because if everybody's hailing, the show will die. The value that the show gets is not just what I say, but it's about, if you don't have contribution, you can ask a question, you can, say something, but hailing, let's skip it. It's like hailing on the show is like happy new week, happy weekend, happy new month messages. They are annoying, to be very, very honest. Okay, to a presenter, it's the most annoying thing when you have people hailing you. If you read 5 messages of hailings, you're gone off your stride. Help us as I'm presenting. Help me to do a good job. Akimbola Larry say Madrid in the final is always hard to beat. It's hard. There's a trophy there. If you like, let it be Sanding Cup. If you like, let it put this thing there and this. Even only the 4 patch, but call it a trophy. And Madrid is playing. God, you. It's always hard. Everybody say good morning. All good morning to you. I heard that Bruno Fernandes has retired from playing UCL football at the age of 29. Why did he make such a decision looking at his football prowess? Well, let's not talk about this one because it's complete banter, but let's leave it. Mario Nathaniel is saying by the time transfer window reach 1 week to go, we go know if him and him camp go reduce salary or stay for team way coach no one time. Well, that is if he doesn't move. I think the new offer on the table for money, lesser money, and 2 players that most likely they don't need. Chelsea does not need Lukaku back. The Italian player, Napoli, Antonio Conte is trying to resurrect his career. They are not players that will play regularly for Chelsea. Chelsea will not have them back. I think it's a good deal on the table, and to pay 39 million, that's exactly the money they wanted to pay for Samuel Morodion. So, to me, this is the best solution in all of the arrangement if they go for it. And then the salary is also something that Chelsea can really pay. So, it's not really a big deal, but let's keep our fingers crossed. I think it's going to happen. Probably by this time next week, that deal would have been done unless something different happened. I pray he doesn't fail in medical. When he's training now, I pray he doesn't get injured, because those are some of the things that just might happen, and then the deal is dead. Okay. Lord Mayor say, boss, I be the watch politics of today. Sharon won't kill Minister of Sports with question. Baba just the all over the place for him answering. Well, the Minister of Sports, I didn't watch it, but the Minister of Sports it started out well, like he have a plan, but you see, you know how they say that Lagos Yoruba people like pepper, they like pepper. Until you travel to the south and eat Ijawu pepper soup, you will know that all this atarodo that they talk, na avocado pear, not be pepper. That's exactly how the Olympic exposed the minister. It's too big. What I think, this is me thinking out loud. What I think Nigerian sports ministers should be doing anytime they come in is strengthen the federation to perform well. There is one big problem. Nigerians' biggest problem, apart from nepotism, tribalism, and incompetence, is lack of trust. We not trust each other at all, and for good reasons. But basically, a minister comes in and he doesn't trust the people running any of the federation. He knows he's the guy who goes to collect money from the government, and he's thinking, if I give them this money, they will eat the money. So I want to hold the money, and I want to superintendent over everything. Like if you've seen the movie Lean on Me, he wants to be Mr. Clark. Now the problem with being Mr. Clark is that Mr. Clark was superintending over just a school and multiple teachers. You can't do it with sports because the headache in the department of football is different. The women football and athletics and all wrestling and all of this track and field, everything is too big. They say the eyes can see 45,000 things at once, but can only focus on one. So I think that ministers of sports should come in. First of all, hold a meeting with all the federations head and level up with them. Guys, I might not be able to give you your full budgetary demand, but I will fight so much to give you you are asking for to a very large extent. I also need transparency from you, and I need to pick the best. I want to succeed. I want you guys to succeed. Let us all succeed together. Together, each achieve more. Let's be a team and get the job done. I think if you put that kind of rallying speech to the federations, you will gradually now observe who is not doing well, and you can fight them individually. But what the ministers are coming to do, whether it's from forever, okay, is I don't know how long I'll be here. I want to be the big kohona of the hood. I want to be the guy that everybody say, I changed Nigeria. No one individual can change Nigeria. If you're trying to be El Shaddai, you will end up as I Shaddai. You would die. And that's what, I mean, I saw him at the African Games in Ghana, up close and personal. He wants to go to dressing room. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. And I remember telling one of his aides, I said, this minister go shoot himself for leg. He's overdoing. Sometimes some people need to take the role of the unseen hand. The minister of sports should be Nick Fury. You cannot be Nick Fury, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Bruce Banner, and everything at once. You cannot. The minister of sports should just be Nick Fury. Make sure that you're working behind the scene. You're not doing too much, even though the arrow of the assassin is on you, but you're orchestrating from behind the scene. Our ministers always like to be seen too much. They like to be seen, they like to be heard, they like to answer for everything. It's not so. When you go to competition like this, it's actually the federation's head that should be on the banner. Like, what didn't you do well? What didn't you do well? But minister is answering for things that he doesn't even have an understanding of. Right? So that's the problem. I just hope that I hope we will learn. I hope we will learn. But it's hard. Lord Mayor says this Osimhen saga, it go end on deadline day. Napoli, no easy to do business with. I think so, but I think it might even end before then. Because of what good is it for Napoli to have a player that they are not playing, but they will pay him? And that's something that you have to look from the side of Napoli, and you say to yourself, this is crazy. Okay, Henry Morris says Arteta said he fell in love with Calafiori's attitude and aura, not his skill. This goes to show that talent is not enough. Make person tell Victor Osimhen. Marion Atala say Mbappe came along with his arms widespread and folded along with him. Lord Mayor says Madrid is just Madrid. I just feel if Don Carlo leaves, Madrid could drop small. Ademola played well, but Atalanta was affected by a number 9. In my opinion, though, I agree with you. Ademola will always play well. He's a good player. I just sometimes I think he overcooks it. Arotorega says, wow, Osimhen get her to, well, now him get the talent. Anyhow, he won't use him. Clear way for himself. Naim own cup of tea. We can only wish him well and pray he succeed. The boy get my child. Okay, Henry Morris says, I want to make bold to say Madrid will defend the UCL this season. I'm not sure. It's early days, too early, but I'm not sure. Naso Ibaga says, good morning, sports family. Good morning to you. Henry Morris says, make I go do better lighting for my grill shop so that I go do the episode of Martin Tyler. Okay, no problem. I got nothing to say. Lip sealed. Okay, speak no evil. Yeah, no evil, say no evil. Mario Natalia says, especially Chelsea fans, we no get patience. Lord Mayor say, boss, when you won't give us your prediction for the season across the 5 major leagues, not gonna say me cannot give, because if I talk now, I go cost on a team. Okay, so I'm not giving any prediction. Lord Mayor say, hit the like button, fellas. LA Reginald says, how much is his current salaries? £253,000 a week. Victor Malalu says, so those players he mentioned are better than Messi and Neymar. He played along with at PSG. Well, do we expect what do we expect from him? Henry Morris say, that accent will tell you say Mbappe in African true and true. Only Africans fit get all that accent even when they never know there before. Went on to say every person that changed job would always say his current job is better than his previous job. No, not every person. No. And some job. I say Miss ITV and Al Jazeera. No talk about every job. I'm not real. Olaf says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I said it yesterday because you can't have 30 points over the semi final, not even considering the games in the group stage and quarterfinal. Yesterday, Diamond says, Madrid later come for Odegaard. Well, they had the right of first refusal, but it's looking like, I mean, let's not forget that from Arsenal that Odegaard went to Madrid. Let's not forget that. When he was 14, he came to Arsenal. Wenger was still the darling when Madrid sent the private jet to go pick him. So Arsenal was the first. So and looking at this now, he's a captain of the team. But then Arsenal wins the title, the story might change. So I can't put a finger on it, but anything is possible. If he plays to the standard that Madrid wants him, if Madrid comes with 150 million, even me say if I go fly go London, kidnap Odegaard, carry go pay, give us money. Let it will be on record. I don't sell player for more than 50 million. What's that? I was saying that's not another player. That's not can go 20 years without winning anything. Nobody die. Why? Odegaard leaving be a problem. Then Brian says I think Madrid should loan Hendrick out for the season. Playing time will be difficult for him. What if somebody gets injured? Okay, another thing you have to think with a big school, and then they're playing the multiple competition. There's a Copa del Rey, the La Liga, there's a Champions. A lot of things the boss. So I know it's too early to start this conversation. But do you think Brahim Diaz deserves the African Footballer of the Year 5-match at least? I do not have anything against him being on the list. I don't want it. I do not have anything against him because people have had worse seasons than Brahim Diaz and they made it to the list and even gone to win it. Mohamed Aboutrika did not make the list. Instead, he created best African-based player. Since after that time, you still see them giving that award again. So, when it comes to the African award, and generally most award, it is not on merit, it's on sentiment. So, I'm not one to really want to bother myself and jump in on the conversation. You don't get it. I mean, this is where we were where Pavard won it. What do you call Pavel Nedved won Ballon d'Or over Thierry Henry, which by scoring 16 goals in a season where Thierry Henry scored a total of 43 goals in all competition. Come on, let's not even talk about what I don't want to bother myself about things that are not merit based, but they are emotion and sentiment based. Olafat says, boss. So I know. Okay, that's the one. Julian Oluwakemi says, boss. The way this Victor Osimhen transfer issue is going, don't you think it will end up remaining with Napoli this season? Learned that Salisu Yusuf is going to be Eagles interim coach. For Salisu Yusuf and Eagles interim coaching, none of my business. Whatever they want to do, they do. They're trying. That's why I'm also, because my business, my business is actually tied to the Supers one way or the other, but I've lost a lot. Me and my partners lost $375,000 in 2021. We're still suffering from that, and in the subsequent ways we've not been able to recover and be able to do this. And then the people that run the team thinks that this is the best way to go about it. Well, I mean, what am I to say anything? That's what they think is good. Let them enjoy it. For Victor Osimhen, I think he will go to Chelsea because the new solution that Napoli have provided, it will really. I mean, think about it. It will really be stupid of Chelsea not to take it. Chelsea are looking to sell players. The two players that they are asking for are not part of their plan, Enzo Maresca's plan for the season. So if you combine their salaries together, it's also something that will be of value to you. If you look at what their money represent, if you give out 39 million, let's say 40 million pounds, and you give out two players that you don't want, and you get Osimhen, their combined earnings might help you to pay the salary of Osimhen. Maybe you add a little fraction to it, you pay him, and then you have a striker who will play for you regularly in your starting 11. I don't think there's a problem with that anyway, in my opinion. I might be wrong. I can't sit here and tell you I'm 100% correct, but that's just the way I see it. Olatunji Emmanuel says, I hope Man U signed Ugarte. My issue is that Ten Hag doesn't convince me as a coach. Me too. They use the squad to its best strength because that squad is good enough to challenge for titles and play good football. No, stop it. Challenge for which title? FA Cup or Carabao Cup, maybe. Victory Dukere says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. The audio is not clear, please. Well done. I don't know what you're saying. No, I'm not sure any other person have complained about the audio, so I think it's from your end, not my end. Well, Olatunji might say yes. Let's add Timothy's account tomorrow. Tomorrow is not the last Friday of the month. Victor Dukuri, in my view, Osimhen will still go to Chelsea. I think so too. Well, this is where we draw the cut on the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for being on the show. And thank you, Timothy, for packaging our news and improving on it every single day. Really appreciate it. I do know how hard it is to get those news, to get them, get inside, cut them, edit them, put the audio very right, and then writing the story, writing the script to reflect in your own personality. Thank you very much. God bless you and every other person. Look, these people that like coming late. Can a minister look a sponsorship deal to assist association under him? Yes, a minister can, but I don't think this minister even understand that. And the reason why I'm saying it, I'm saying in good authority. I called the minister. I was in Germany last year, October. I have a few, connect with the Adidas people. And I put a deal on the table that would, first off, relieve Nigeria of the coaching salary for the Super Eagles. And we could also push the button for the Falcons coaching salary. And the kids will be more, the kids will be improved on, the number of kids will be more. Minister, after talking to me for like 17 minutes, asked me to book an appointment with his media aide, a lady. And I'm asking, I'm not trying to interview you, guy. Your media aide is the person who coordinates interviews and stories. This is a business transaction. If you do not understand what a business transaction is, you're asking me to go talk to your media aide. What's the correlation? What? First off, this conversation is above our pay grade. I mean, you're the one that called me. I'm not the one that called you. So what the hell is go talk to your media aide? So I just told him, they put me, next thing they put me in one WhatsApp group that only them can give you story, telling you story, where every story they put in the WhatsApp group is about the good things that the minister have done. I was like, well, I'm here to be your PRO, to run image laundry for you. Come on. I just got myself out of the WhatsApp group. And then they come me and say, why would you do that? It's an insult to the minister. I mean, fuck the minister. What's wrong with you? This guy is dumb. Doesn't know what he's doing. And people say, you're being rude. No, I'm not being rude. It's just the truth. But again, in Nigeria, people do not like that kind of thing. That is hot-headed. I'm not hot-headed. It's just the basic truth. Nigeria, the ship of our sports is sinking. Do you understand what we're doing? We played 6 World Cup matches. 4 World Cup matches, if I'm not mistaken. We have 2 coaches. We've not won 1. We've drawn 3, lost 1. Now we want to play our first group of our AFCON qualifiers. Guess who we are playing against? Benin Republic that defeated us 2-1 with Gonotro coming, and we're not hearing rumor that Salisu Yusuf, where they collect bribe collector, is a guy who's going to coach the team. Let's not even talk about it. Motherland NGC is right. The audio is breaking. I don't think that audio breaking is from my end. I think it's network on your end, because everything is very, very perfect on this side. The light is, everything is where it should be. Even on the system, I can see the green light is there. So I don't think it's on my side. Probably it's the internet. Well, we've come to the end of the show anyway. Okay. Demola Abedi Ibrahim say it's network. The audio is clear now. Olatunji Mane say, I think the injury crisis at United last season is fishy. Already this season, sure, he's injured in training again. Rasmus Højlund is injured as well. Lenny Yoro is injured. It just seems something is maybe wrong with training regime or something. Injury, you can't blame anybody for injury. I'll tell you that for free. I've been in the game long enough to know, and I've been on all sides. You can't blame anybody for injury. There are certain things about the human body that you need to understand. First off, okay, let me give you a good example. If my wife dare eat by 8 p.m., we will not sleep that night. Me, I can wake up 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I will eat. And immediately I'll go and sleep. It's not a problem. Even in the daytime, if my wife eats now, she can't lie down for like maybe 1 hour or 45 minutes. As a matter of fact, I can lie down straight and eat. When I swallow any type of food, nothing would happen. I will not get flux. I will not get anything. Or they say if you sleep by your right side, one thing will happen. All those science does not work with me. It's not doesn't work with me. But everybody is different. And then it comes to bone density, it comes to muscles, it comes to a lot of things. Those things have got nothing to do with coaching or training. It's got something to do with you, your biology, your biomechanics, your body, the way your body is. They can only manage you. And then you also know your body, you manage it. Some players, just because they want to get that bonus, you saw what Olayina said. He was injured, but he agreed to play in the finals. Sabotage our team, but he's happy. He's proud to say it. He doesn't even understand that what he's saying is stupid. But hey, that's the kind of players that we have now, the generation of players that we have now. But my point here is, I'm not going to blame Erik ten Hag for players who get injured incessantly. There are too many external factors that are responsible for players' injuries that are beyond the reach of a coach. So you can't blame a coach for players' injury. Let's be fair to him. I can blame a coach for his substitutions, the timing of the substitution, his selections, his application of tactics. That's why I don't like Arsene Wenger, because Arsene Wenger is a one-size-fits-all kind of coach. I don't like that. Okay, even Pep, the most dominant coach, still adjust. Fabio, what's it called? Carlo Ancelotti still adjusts. I saw him play against Man City last season, and they were defending. They were playing low block and waiting on counter attack to win. So because the previous season they went out to play all out at Etihad and they were beating for 4. So he knows that no, the Madrid style not go work here. These guys will beat us, so they'll go win another finals. We want to win this finals. They play low block and they won. So you have to be diverse in your tactical approach. I can blame a coach for that. But players getting injured, nah. It has to do with something that have to do with the players. Okay, so that's the way I see it. Well, that's where we draw the curtain on the show today. I've added extra few minutes. It's 10 minutes added to the show now. God bless you guys. Thank you for being on the show and keep supporting what we do here. We promise on our end to improve the quality of the content every time. And for those other content that we put out, please engage them. At least let our future potential interviewee know that when we put out content, people engaging. Because if you tell people that you want to interview them, the first question say, what platform is it going to run? If you say YouTube, they'll say, send me your channel, give me a couple of days, let me run through it, and then get back to you. And most times, like your content, people don't engage it. So why should I be interested in it? Right? Okay, and yes, if you want here and there get views, but your interviews don't get engagement, so I don't want to be part of it, because people like to feel special. That's what I've come to notice. People like to feel special. People like to feel like, oh, people are going crazy, making comments about their whatever it is they said. It gets them excited. But so please engage our content, help us to be inspired to do more, and also to encourage other people to say they want to be on our platform. I mean, honest bunch, as crazy as it is, people beg every day to be on it, no matter the insult, because it gets engagement. It's that engagement that everybody is looking for. So if you give us the much needed engagement, we would interview even Pele, we don't die. And Maradona self, we interview them. That's the way they will send a reporter to the great beyond and they will do interview for you. That's a joke anyway. Thank you very much. My name is Idafi Manchester. You love to come in the Legotown Sports. It's been a wonderful time on the Sports Buffet today. Let's do the Pidgin English version tomorrow. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead.